Thank you.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Good to see you, man. It's good to have Linkin Park coming back to Milwaukee because it's been a minute in a lot of places you played, I imagine. So I'm sure the response is very welcoming and excited from the fan base when you guys are on tour.
Yeah, it's been incredible, man. It's shockingly, it's been a year since the band came back. We didn't even realize it. It felt simultaneously felt like a shorter amount of time and a
Yeah,
much longer amount of time because we've been working really hard. And the show is, I mean, I'm so proud of the show. I'm so proud of all my bandmates. Like each night is just a spectacular memory. Um, and yeah, the fans are having a ton of fun. New fans, old fans.
hmm
We've got a lot of people who are coming to the shows who have never seen Linkin Park before. I ask
sure.
that question a lot of times during the show, and three-quarters of the hands go up, a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah, yeah, especially, and they've come of age to be old enough now to go to some of these shows with growing up with your band. So, did you guys have a sense of how much you were missed during your time? On the down low or away, I should say.
Well, it's tricky to know. I mean, a sense, sure, but like, I had done after Chester passed away, I did like a solo album to kind of like, it was almost like a diary of my thoughts at that time. And then I went and toured that album. And that was just like, I felt like some people, like when they're feeling like, when something traumatic happens like that, like some people want to like hide away
Hmm.
and become reclusive. And there were parts of me that wanted to do that, but there were parts of me that like needed to be out with people. I think a little bit of it was that we were supposed to go on tour and then it didn't happen. And so
Right.
I was kind of like had that like, I want to go out on tour and I just want to see people. And so we communed in that way. And there was that fan base who was obviously like really wanted to come see me, come see the band, but also would they be there for a band that looked and sounded different? Like I don't know. Nobody knew. I finished that tour and I was like it was exhausting. It was like maybe the most exhausting thing I've ever done. It was so hard. Kind of regrouped over the next few years and slowly like I had done some sessions with Dave and Joe from our band, and those didn't really have any momentum and kind of floundered around for years. And eventually we got together a few times, and it started to like you could feel the momentum started to pick up. Um, and yeah, and then we started. I mean, that led to some music. The music led to bringing some other people in. Those sessions led to us meeting Colin and Emily, and everything just kind of clicked. Like it took years, but now it just feels like it just feels natural. It just feels so great, like going out there and playing the shows. I feel like even when we started, Emily was already so great, and now she's like just dialed into this whole new level that you can't even like we couldn't like predict. We couldn't like imagine. Every show is just explosive. It's great.
Uh, it sounds like a very organic process in you guys coming together. Just was there a moment or a feeling where you thought to yourself like I'll know it when it's right. I'll feel it and I'll know it. Was there a moment or a couple of moments during that process with getting together with
Yeah,
your
I
old
mean, I feel like
bandmates?
that's the
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah,
That's the whole thing. Like for us, the organic connection was the most important. That was the thing we had our eye on the most. And it's almost tough because if it's almost like by paying attention to it, you can ruin it. Like if you meet somebody and it might be like a romantic relationship or whatever, and you're like in the beginning of it and you're like, I don't know. Like the more you think about it, the
right.
more pressure you put on it, it could just like ruin the whole thing. Um, And I guess that's for a platonic relationship too. Like when you meet people, you're like, I think that person's cool, but like I don't want to be weird.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I
Yeah.
don't want to like if I ask them, hey, what are you doing next weekend? Like that could be weird. And so we would do these sessions and we'd write songs. And in the beginning, in the very beginning when Colin and I started working, that was like 2019, when we first met. And then a couple years later, I think 2021, we started really doing some sessions, and he thought he was making music with me for a Mike Shinoda solo project. When Emily first came in, she thought she was doing like a feature. She was either going to be like helping like a writer or like a featured vocal on something. So she had neither one of them. Like we didn't tell them otherwise. We kind of just set the bar really low, and we were just like, look, we're just making stuff. Like whatever happens, happens. And she told us that she was like, she actively ignored the voice that said this could be Linkin Park. She's like, no, it couldn't. Why would it? Why would it be this? Like it doesn't, that'd be crazy. So the more we got together, we just find ourselves like hanging out so much. We'd hang out longer than we'd make music. We'd be in the studio for 8 hours, but like 4.5 of those hours was like sitting around talking. And that was the sign, I think. That was like, to me, that was like exactly what a band should be. Like you're
Yeah.
just like hanging out and spending time with each other.
That's like dating, like you said. It's just a feeling. You can't force
Yeah.
anything or set any expectations, just however
Yeah.
it rolls. And
Yeah.
if
And I
it
mean,
doesn't,
obviously the talent is a like that they obviously had so much talent. Like that was the first thing that made us pay attention to them. Um, but you know, like you can have talent and get in the room. We've been in the room with like, you know, maybe hundreds of talented people at this point, and I mean, not all of it works. Like
Mhm.
we can write a song with somebody who's like the, you know, best of the best and go listen to it the next day and go like, ah, the magic wasn't there. They're amazing. And I think our band's amazing,
Mhm.
but like doesn't mean that the two flavors together are going to work.
So when was it that
Like
you?
like I like sushi and I like vanilla ice cream, but I wouldn't put them together.
Right, exactly. So when was there a moment that you go, oh, Emily, this is gonna work. This is if we're gonna do this, it's her. It's with
Yeah,
her.
I think we kind of had a conversation about that on our side with me and Brad and Dave and Joe. We had a conversation on our side, like, you know, it feels like this is pretty serious. Like this is really working out. And like we talked out other options. We talked out just to like be thorough. We talked about like just talked it through a few times. And we had everybody once when we were having that conversation, everyone said, yeah, I've personally been thinking about this for months.
Mhm.
Like I've been like keeping my eye on these two, and it feels great. Like we make great stuff together. We enjoy spending time with each other, and that's the best place to start. So we eventually, you know, kind of brought it up to them. I think at the time it had already gotten to the point where Emily was, um, I think we had already asked Colin if he would want to play drums with us live, and he was so excited. And I think he thought of it as like a drummer, like touring drummer gig.
Mhm.
And Emily kind of similar, maybe a similar kind of approach. And it took us like multiple times of talking with them about it to be like, no, we don't want to like hire you to like do the thing. We want you to be in the band. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Like that's different. You're gonna be in the band. And they were like, what?
Yeah, and it works. I mean, it feels like they could have been a part of your band the entire time. And it
I
it,
mean, I
it
love
shows.
the thing is like what I always have to remember to say because it's so natural to me, but like for some people who are on the fringe of the band who don't know the band well, like Chester was like a one of a kind legendary vocalist,
Mhm.
and I believe Emily is a one of a kind legendary vocalist. Like I think there's room in the world, obviously, there's room in the world for the best of the best to all exist together. And so to me, like the chapters that we had with Chester are like some of the most special things, I mean, in my life, right? And we're writing new chapters with Emily, and they feel that way too. Like she has a really wonderful way of at these shows in particular, since you know we have the one coming up this week. Um, it's you'll see. Like she's found a way to like as a fan of the music to approach these songs and somehow tap into the thing that makes Linkin Park and it sounds familiar, but also sing it in a way that sounds like Emily.
Mhm.
And it's not a copycat. And that's the part that I like the most, because if it sounded like she was just like reading lines, that would be a mess.
Wouldn't work. Yeah, because there's no
I didn't, I
replacing
don't, I
him,
wouldn't
right?
want to
Yeah,
go see that band. Like
yeah, right.
that doesn't sound good to me. Instead, you've got a person who the fans like, for example, we have a song called Waiting for the End. There was one show where we took it out of the set and our fan base online got so mad because they were like, "Don't you understand that that song is like a core song that Emily sings completely from the heart? It's like one of her favorite Linkin Park
Hmm.
songs." And when she sings it, so we play it, we put it back in the set, we play it every night. And when she sings it, you can hear the voice of a person who is a great singer who's singing a song that they love in their way. I mean, for me, that's like where it's at.
I thought she was tremendous when you guys did the live stream, and I mean, that's coming up on a year ago, which is crazy. Like you were alluding to,
Yeah.
I mean,
If
back
you
together,
liked
which,
that,
yeah,
I'd venture to say that everybody's gotten like locked in even
sure.
a lot more. I mean, that was a whole year ago. We had a whole year of shows under our belt now, um, practicing together.
Yeah, absolutely getting the reps in there. But no, I
And
thought
we
she
got
was
the
tremendous,
reps.
and I go, yeah, this will work for them. I mean, to all the points you're talking about. It's her voice, it's her own, but it's very much Linkin Park, just like the album. I mean, From Zero is a Linkin Park record with her
Thank
on
you.
it.
Yeah.
And it's tremendous. I think I know fans are excited about that, excited to hear some of the new songs live too as well. And your guys' stage setup looks sick too, from what I've seen footage from
Dude,
other spots. Like you're in it. Like if you're a fan
this
in your
is
seat,
a
you're part of it.
stadium. This is a stadium production packed into an arena. Like
Yeah,
we came up with this thing and we had a version of it for, we a lot of the shows we played this year were like 70, 80,000 people. And but some of these shows in the US are like a quarter of that or less. Like they're much smaller venues. It's funny to think that the US is like maybe one of our smallest markets in the world. But we're playing markets that we haven't played. We're playing cities that we haven't been in a long time and that we
sure.
rarely get to play. So it's a special. I don't know how many times we're going to come through some of the cities that we're going to on this tour. It is a special occasion, I think, and we're really excited about it. Like we're also excited to go. Like we're in Pittsburgh right now. I haven't been in Pittsburgh in forever,
Hmm.
and just walking around and um, like eating the food, seeing the sights, like reconnecting with like what the culture of some of the cities are. That's a ton of fun, man. You just like it's a great way to like almost like ground yourself and remember that the world is simultaneously a big and a small place.
Sure, sure. I'll tell you, Fiserv Forum, we're playing here in town, Milwaukee, next Monday. It looks completely different from probably the last time you were in town. So you'll have a lot
Oh,
of cool
okay.
stuff to go, like the Deer District there, man. There's a lot of great stuff for you to check out if you've got some time in town.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've been out and about quite a bit.
yeah,
So I'm excited for it. And the show, like you were saying, the production of the show, like the thing that we're bringing for fans, I mean, I want to give them a like a canon event. I want to
mhm,
give them a core memory.
yeah, absolutely. Mike, can't thank you enough for the time, man. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week here in Milwaukee on the 25th.
Thanks so much, man.
All right, thanks. We'll see you then.